Content is created, man. It's 2020.
Exactly.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to ask you about. Has COVID affected your business at all? Like, what are you doing to stay busy and working?
Well, I'll be honest, not for anything. My business has just operated as though nothing has happened.
That's great.
Not like I think I had maybe 2 projects that sort of fell out because of it. But for the most part, it's like things are smooth sailing as they always have been. But in terms of me personally, it's fucking hurt because it's like you have to see your clients go through losing live shows, tours, fucking, some of my management clients who also manage their events for their artists, like lost fucking 12 months worth of their income just like that,
Yeah.
That was the hard part. The business side things operating. I think, like, to be honest, I love my business. I love what I've built, but it doesn't count for shit if you can't feel what other people are feeling, and that was just fucking painful. It was like, see, like I was on the phone to other fucking artists and other engineers and people who were doing it fucking properly tough, and I'm like, fuck, that was like, that's fucked. Like that really was really just for me.
Yeah,
that's the way I reacted.
No, COVID is crazy. Like, I have friends that lost grandparents, and my wife's boss actually almost died, and it's actually a miracle he's back and healthy again. But yeah, what's it been like in Australia? How's Australia handled the situation?
The government have handled it exceptionally well, in my opinion. But that said, I think people just are getting impatient now and they're all wanting to go out and do whatever. And I think that's sort of just a sentiment around the world. But otherwise, it's been good. We've been very fortunate here that, it hasn't gotten so bad, but we also stopped flights really early on from international. And, we even had states closed off really early on. And, it's been, in that respect, we've been pretty fortunate that we've had our shit together. Like, put it this way. Sounds
like Israel also has been very similar.
Yeah. At no point I was living my life differently. How's that?
That's amazing.
I literally,
That's
except for the
blessed.
gym, except for the gym closing, that was the only exception. I go to the studio, I come home, regardless of COVID or not. I go to the shops, I go home. I go, like, it's just been purely in that respect, normal.
That's great. Wow. I hope it continues, and I hope it stays safe down there.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. We're as I said, we're a huge country with the population of New York City. Like, we've got 24 million people. I'm not sure if that's how many people in New York, but something like that, or maybe the state.
New York is like 10 million, maybe, I think.
Oh, okay. I got that wrong. Sure. But still, you know what I mean? It's a big place.
You guys have land.
We've got lots of land. Like, just, yeah. So you get what I'm saying there. There's just a lot of people spread out. So we're pretty good in that respect.
Yeah. New York is just like a shit show. My family's from, I'm from New York, so like, it's just crazy down there.
Yeah.
But Israel's similar. I feel like we were very early on in the lockdown stuff, and that really helped from the spread. But now people are kind of impatient, and now numbers are kind of going up again. So I guess we'll have to see how things go over here. But anyways, back into music production. So I'm assuming that most people listening to the show are going to be people kind of more at the beginning of their career, kind of getting started, trying to like improve and make something for themselves. So what's one thing that you would share with them, something that you found was really important for you, either at the beginning or when things started to take off for you?
Actually, you know what? Working like I can't say this because you guys take it really offensively, Americans. It's the C word, but in Australia we use it like we
okay.
It's part of our natural language. But look, just working like, I gotta say it. Can I say it?
Yeah, I use the E on
working like a fucking cunt. Okay, that's when it started. I didn't want to cause any offense because I know Americans get a little bit funny over that word. But as simple as that, when I started working like a fucking cunt, that's when things started turning in my career. And by that I mean, like, this is the thing. A lot of people criticize people like Gary Vee or people who sort of glorify this hustle sort of mentality. It's not about fucking being miserable or doing aimless shit fucking over and over and over and over again. Here's the deal. If you love what you do, you should be able to do 13 hours of a day without it feeling like a burden. You should just love it so much that you want to do that. So when I actually started realizing, hey, if I want to make this a thing, I got to work hard and work really fucking hard because I love it so much and I want to make it a thing. And I've just continued that throughout. Even though I have a busy business and a busy studio, I'm still in here for 12 hours a day. It's not like I go 9 to 5 and then I'm back at home. It's like I'm fucking here working because I just love it and I want to keep it growing. So if you're starting out, put it this way. This is a good analogy I use. A lot of people complain that musicians, like, have you seen those memes where they go, oh, people in the studio business and a lawyer. Oh, can I have your services as a trial for free? Can I have your services? Have you seen those sort of memes where they got like a lawyer and a...
Yeah,
so
sure.
It's like, okay. It's like, here's the analogy I give. To become a lawyer or doctor, spend 7 years studying 60 hours a week and then enter a position as a bitch, being the paper boy for the next 3 years before you even get a fucking an office. You know, like do that with your music career. Spend 60 hours a week writing music, putting things together, working with other people, connecting with other people for 7 years. Do it just consistently for a long period of time, and then eventually you get yourself into a position where you might get out of the mailroom.
Yeah. Wow.
Like
I've never heard anybody say that use that analogy. It's crazy.
But it's exactly the same. It's like why should you? Why are you worth anything unless you actually put in the effort and you show that you're that valuable?
Absolutely. Wow. Some good deep perspective.
I'm not
so put in the work, people.
And put it this way, I do have a deep compassion for other people in terms of I understand how fucking hard it can be and how emotionally connected we are to our craft and how do I put it? Because I've experienced this. I think we all have. How debilitating it can be to sort of be at a certain point in your career where you can't move forward or you feel like there's a wall or whatnot.
Yeah. It's
fucking tough. So I completely feel you if you're hearing me and you're going, that guy's a cold, heartless prick. But the reality is that those walls that built up within yourself, it's not an actual reality. If you keep working, you keep pushing through, hard work will reap the rewards. You just got to keep going. It could be tomorrow, it could be in years to come. If you love it, it shouldn't feel like it's a burden or something on your life that's horrible. It should just be, okay, I'm going in 12 hours, I'm building towards something I love because I love this so much.
Wow. Oh, that's amazing, dude. So, Nick, tell us a bit about how we can find you on the internet.
Search my name or go to the description of the podcast because you should be putting a link there.
Yeah. I will, but it's good that you're reminding people to check out the show notes. That's very important.
Check out the show notes. If you search Nicholas De Lorenzo or Panorama Mixing and Mastering or Panorama_Mastering on Instagram, you'll find me. The thing is, I like to tell people is that I'm super accessible. You send me a message in any way, shape or form. At some point, I'll get to you. Sometimes shit gets lost. It's technology, where you miss a message, don't get angry, just ping me again and be like, hey, I fucking sent you a message. Why aren't you responding? Don't you love me? And I'll get back to you. That's how you can find me.
Love it, man. Nick, what a pleasure to speak with you and to learn from you and to hang. So thank you so much for your time and for sharing your insights.
No worries. My pleasure, mate.
Yeah, man. I hope you continue to stay safe out there and keep doing good work.
Will do. Thank you, mate.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Secret Sonics. I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Nicholas as much as I did. If you enjoyed this episode or any of our other episodes, I'd super appreciate it if you would go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a rating and review. It really helps the show. And if you could share this episode or your favorite episode with a friend or two, that would also really help the show move forward. In addition to that, you can find us on social media. Just search for Secret Sonics. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. And you can email me at secretsonics@gmail.com if you have any comments, feedback, guests you might want to recommend, anything like that. So that's about it for now. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great week. Stay safe out there and dig in. Bye-bye.